Hey everybody! I'm back again. The light is still pretty bad in here, even though it's like not overcast, but still it's later in the day and the light's still ridiculous in here. I'm doing the best I can. Oh hey Mick. There's Mickey in the back, and I'm finally gonna use my chair for once so I don't look like a mess. Anyway, Smash Direct happened yesterday, and I thought it'd be a good time to talk about that stuff, and also EVO, just to spice it up a bit, because I am super into fighting games. I'm not like super competitive, but well, I am with Smash, but let's just shut up about that and let's just get into the good stuff. Now, well, I should probably update you guys first. I'm actually like 3/4 of the way into the screenplay. Like, it's been going a lot faster than I thought it would, so that's good. Also, after the stream or in the next coming days, I'll be releasing the final two videos, animations, whatever you want to call them. So get excited for that, I guess. Wow. Besides that, I got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to try to make it quicker this time. So bear with me. Let's go. So first of all, Castlevania, freaking Simon Belmont. I did not expect to predict that. Like, I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna get a little closer, please, just to give you that sensation. But yeah, Simon Belmont's in the game, and Luigi died. So that's two Mario characters that got killed off so far. Felt like Peach is gonna get killed by something. Who will be next? It's hot in here. I'm gonna turn the AC on. Hope you guys don't mind. Oh. You guys didn't see anything? YouTube? You didn't see anything? We didn't see anything. This is a completely legal stream. It's all good. Anyway, back to Castlevania. That trailer looks freaking sick, by the way. Like, I love how gritty they're going with it. Even though this isn't the Brawl days anymore. I think it really works, and his moveset is what I expected it to be. You got the axe, you got the holy water, and the cross. You don't have that stupid-ass knife, which I'm happy for. And it's cool that they added moves from Rondo Blood, because as you can see in the trailer, you can do some like cool parkour shit with your whip. And I hope that's his jab. I love the move where he could just like mess around with the weapons, like in Super Castlevania. Though the big surprise I didn't expect was having an Echo Fighter with Richter. That's actually really freaking sweet. Like, I just wanted Simon in because, you know, a whip character. Like, there's no others in video games, and has such a huge tie with Nintendo. It just works. And now we can have a fight with Simon Belmont in Mega Man, which is blowing my freaking mind because I'm huge into those retro games. But even cooler is that Richter's playable, who I actually kind of prefer over Simon, especially how they're designed here. I mean, Simon is basically what I expected. I'm happy that they kept to the original. They even have like the same pose for him where he's like has the two arms up, is like. Overall, it was super cool. And they even have Alucard as the assist trophy with all the moves from Symphony of the Night. Like, they've handled this extremely well. And I'm just happy that Konami has let them do all this. Because, you know, even with this and having Snake back, it's still not going to make up for how shitty a company's Konami's been recently. But I'll give him a pass for letting all this shit happen. Thank you, Konami. Now, could you please make some real games? Anyway, more importantly, I wonder what the Omega version of Dracula's Castle is going to look like, or the Battlefield version. Is it just going to look like that stage from Project M? Because that'd be pretty funny. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I wonder if you can whip in all 8 directions. It doesn't seem like you can from the trailer, but that'd be really cool if you could do like a diagonal, like in Super Castlevania. But yeah, I predicted it, and I'm so happy it's a thing. And honestly, I thought that might have just been enough, but they have a lot more than I was ready for. So I'm going to try to do it quick. But right after this Castlevania thing, they introduced 2 new Echo Fighters, just like out of nowhere. It was like, okay, here's 2 more characters for you. Like, what? You're not going to talk about the stupid side thing that isn't Subspace Emissary? You're going to give us more characters? My God. Just, this is like overload for me, dude. In a good way, though. I think it was like just enough. But let's just get into it. We got Crom, which honestly I thought his fate was sealed. I mean, it didn't show off Robin's final smash during any of his trailers, probably because Crom isn't in that final smash anymore because it's his own character. And people were right. I mean, it's cool that he's in there, and I like how it doesn't really matter the age of the game. It just matters if people want the character, he's just going to put them in. And that's freaking great. It actually gives chance for other fighters like, I don't know, Gino. I've been floored. I mean, Simon was actually my top choice, with Gino second. But, I mean, if Simon can get in, why the fuck not Gino? I doubt he's going to be in the vanilla, but I hope to God he's a DLC. But yeah, back to the other characters. Crom is interesting. I guess technically he's a Roy Echo Fighter, but he has Ike's up B, kind of. And this dancing blade, well, I don't know, it seems more morph-like. I mean, Crom, he's there. And what's that, like 7 Fire Emblem characters now? You got Robin, Cena, Corrin, Marth, Ike, and Roy. Oh, no, that's 8. No, wait, no, that's 7. Yeah, I can count. I went to school. Also, the big deal, or bigger deal for me, was Dark Samus. I was one of those people that believed the whole if they didn't have the costume, then he must be a character. And I really find it funny that Sakurai said, you guys probably saw this coming. Because, I don't think there was any specific leaks for Dark Samus, but there was a lot in Dark Samus's favor, and I'm happy that Dark Samus is in there. Crazy thing is, that is a second new Metroid character in this game. There are 4 Metroid characters in Smash. None of them are even Prime Hunters, and I doubt they'll ever get in. But still, dude, that's amazing. And the one fact, I'm skipping a bit here. The one fact that no one's brought up yet, it seems, is that now you have 3 Samuses, and there's also 3 Links. You do a crew battle with them. It's Links versus Samus, dude. We're done. Ultimate like already won the award, but like it's the game that keeps on giving. And we're not even done. Like we're just scratching the surface of what they showed. So yeah. Amazing Echo Fighters. They even look kind of different. Like it's hard to tell in the trailer, but something about Dark Samus uh, suggests that maybe that character is even more floaty than regular Samus, more like Mewtwo. But we'll just have to wait and see on that one. All right, now to the stages. I don't have too much to say here. I'm just going to bring up specific stages that I'm hyped are back and some stuff that isn't. But yeah, most of the stages I'm excited that they're back, but Brinstar Depths. Yes! I've been waiting for this stage, man. The moment they released Brinstar Depths on the music site, I just knew it had to be remade, especially with that kick-ass remix. Like, the new Brinstar Depths theme is one of my favorites of the new music of the game. Sorry, I'm going to try not to ramble, but it's my mouth has a tendency to do that. So yeah, a big deal that Sakurai brought up was that not only are these stages repainted, but they're also retooled and rebalanced. So hopefully Brinstar Deaths will be more playable than the original one, because the original one was a really cool idea, but it was kind of extremely hard to play on, even for like just casual Smash. But speaking of melee stages, there's also Venom, which hopefully will also get a bit fixed, and we won't have to worry about the rocks in the cave that are really hard to see and dodge. And imagine playing on these stages with no hazards. How's that going to work? Like, I guess Prey will just not hit you, and it will just be the same stage the whole time. And I guess Venom, it'll just have no rocks that will hurt you. But I can't wait to see Venom in Ultimate, because in the stage menu, sorry there, only on my screen. Anyway, wait, is there? There's no one watching, right? Yeah. I'm not offended. I mean, I would like give reminders or whatever, but like I said, only 7 people watch this, and that's okay with me. I mean, if you guys like this for some reason, then go ahead and enjoy it. Just adjusting my camera here. Anyway, so yeah, Venom was always a stage I really liked, but no one else did because reasons. It's just not the shape that people like. I think it was those rocks, but hopefully now it'll be much more fun to play on. Now, they have like almost every melee stage except for Pokefloats, which is really weird. Maybe they're saving it for later, but it's just kind of odd that Pokefloats isn't there. I mean, it is as silly as a stage as it is. It's pretty popular amongst like casual melee players. It's also kind of a joke stage. Like everyone considers Temple. Anyone who plays like casual Smash considers Temple to be their final destination, like the ultimate stage. And I wonder how Pokefloats would probably look amazing in Ultimate. So I hope they add a version of it in like DLC or whatever, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. I don't think they have every 3DS stage, but they got the good ones, and that's all that counts. All that matters. And I'm happy that they're there, but They got Magicant, which was the best 3DS stage. I mean, let's just be honest. And it looks as beautiful as we all could have ever dreamed. Jesus Christ, man. That's going to be a fun one. And here's a big deal. Well, not a big deal, but it was kind of confusing. Like the way the E3 Direct was stating about the Battlefield, it kind of seemed like there was going to be the Battlefield and the final destination of the game were going to look exactly the same. And I thought that was going to be stupid, but it does turn out that they have their own version of Final Destination, which is good, and it looks sick. Like, holy shit. Arguably, like, the last two were not that remarkable. I mean, the one in Brawl is just like a blue platform, very flat, not really interesting. And the one in Smash 4 isn't that remarkable either. I mean, the only ones I mean, as simple as it might seem, I think the Melee Final Destination is actually the best looking, but this might take the cake. I love the weird glowing ring that surrounds in the background. I love the interesting layout. And the background in it, we didn't get to see much, but there's like a freaking volcano. Like, I don't know, man. It's going to be super cool. I can't wait. And, oh, wait, no. Of course, got to talk about the new stage, New Donk City Hall, I think it's called. It's everything we probably expected. I mean, it's New Donk, though I like the idea that the band is there. And I think what they were trying to say is that you collect every band member by just touching them. And if you do, that's when they get to sing. And I guess it's just instrumental for the rest of the stage if you don't interact with them. But I like it. I mean, it's what it is. I'm just happy that there's a new Donk stage. Like, it got through that pretty quick, but it wasn't a huge surprise or anything because we already saw in pictures. But yeah, and Fountain of Dreams looks beautiful. Hopefully, he did say he was gonna rework stages, so hopefully it's not as glitchy because I think that was one of the ones that's kind of iffy in the Melee community. So yeah, but the big deal is that there's 103 stages. Now that's not every stage ever because they don't have Zector Z from Nintendo 64. And I think they have all the Brawl stages and all Smash 4 stages, but they definitely don't have Poke Floats either. Which either they're working on it and they aren't finished with it yet, or I guess they just didn't want to bother. Which is a little disappointing. I mean, Sector Z, I understand because, I mean, it's almost exactly like Corneria. I just would have loved to see what the background would have looked like, but I don't think we're missing out on much. But that's basically all I have to say about stages. I'm super excited for the no hazard thing. And I can't wait to see what the competitive community is going to allow, like which stages, because some of them are just going to be open now. The community is going to have a lot of trouble deeming what isn't competitive and what's not. I hope they take a couple of risks with this because it's a big game. There's a lot to work with, more than normal, but we'll find out. Now, speaking of stages, last thing is the stage morph. Now, I doubt this will be a competitive thing, but I just think it's a really cool idea that you can change the background during a match. Now, I don't know if this is official or if you can do this, but it would be extremely cool if you could do double random. Like you start off on a random stage, and then the next stage you choose for the morph is also random. That would be awesome, and you'll get to like appreciate more of the levels in half the time. So yeah, good on you. And that's it for stages. Now I want to briefly talk about the music. I like the fact that all the music is together and that you could just play any tune from the series on any of the series' stage. It's a nice little touch. I mean, arguably, you could say that some of the stages lose its uniqueness, but if that's really the case, you could just have this stage toggled with this music and have this stage play this music. So I don't think it's a big problem or anything. I think it's a pretty cool addition. And also, there's 900 tracks. I mean, if you thought Brawls or Smash 4s was huge, apparently I think this might be the biggest one, which is insane. And I also like the idea of making your own playlists and listening to them on the go. I mean, you could kind of do it with Smash 3DS. Like, you can make your favorites and make it a playlist, though it didn't work that well. Like, you had to have it open while you go. It's kind of complicated. Though this looks a lot more streamlined, which I'm happy for. And that's all I got to say about the music. Now, the rules. I hope that you don't have to choose the rules every single match, because they're bringing up that you go to the rules first, then you go to stage selection, and then you choose the characters, which is different. I'm not particularly a fan of it, but oh well, it's not a big deal. I do like the idea of, oh, now I have to choose the right character for this stage, which is going to change up the competitive side a lot. But I just hope you don't have to choose the rules every time, and you could just stay on one preset and just do it for a bunch of matches. So I do like the idea that they're finally allowing you to have presets, and you could just save this specific. Oh, Mickey wants to leave us. Bye, Mickey. Oh. I hope none of the unapproachables shut up. Cuckoo. The fuck is this ring? Anyway, Jesus. Yeah, that's what I think about that. And another thing that might change the competitive community: the final Smash meter. Oh my god. They're finally doing it. It's like a super meter for final Smashes. I'm super shocked that he actually did it. Like, this is like the biggest gift for the competitive community. Though the real question is, are they going to allow the meters? Personally, I think they should. Because, what was it? They mentioned that final Smashes are a lot weaker with the Smash meter. So I think it could potentially be a competitive tool. I really hope they add them, because it will just add a whole new layer to competitive matches. And plus, there's these final Smashes have always been awesome, and it'd be great to finally see them in competitive play, like combo into a final Smash. Though most of them can't really be comboed into, except for like the cutscene ones where you could be like cutscene like that. But that would be extremely cool. Now to the single player modes. It's funny to think that some of these were like already competitive things, but they just decided to add them. Like losers pick has always been kind of a competitive thing in Melee, and I'm super happy it's actually an official thing you could do. So you don't have to like find out who the loser was. But I wonder how that works. Do like the other pins just not? I guess they deactivate the other character pins and only the loser one can drag over and choose the stage. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. And they call it Squad Strike. But we all know that they just added an official version of the crew battle. That's pretty sick. I hope you get to do it against computers because it'd be nice. It would kind of be like that one mode from Project M where each stock is a different character. That'd be pretty cool. And it'd be like having 5 matches at once. Kind of. So hopefully, I mean, that's not going to be a community thing, like a competitive thing, but it's going to be really fun to do it with my Smash friends. So I can't wait for that. And then there's Smash Down, which I wonder how long a single match would take, like a whole entire roster beatdown would be. Because it seems like you can only do it up to 4 players, and the current roster is 74, adding all the Echo Fighters. Yeah. Sorry. It's 3. That's there. That's there. 68. Or is it 73? I don't know. We're past 70, though, on the Fighters roster, which is pretty crazy. But I'm losing my mind. Sorry, this is what happens with Smash, man. It's just, there's so many amazing things that this Direct brought. I'm just losing it. But yeah, Smashdown looks awesome. I can't wait to see how it works. I wonder if it's like an amount of wins kind of thing. That like the person with the most wins will, well, win. We'll just have to wait and see. Then we have the training mode, which has a training stage. It's a little disappointing that you can't play on the training stage in the actual game, because a lot of games let you do that. But I think the way it's laid out, it just couldn't happen. I think it's like one of those things where it doesn't have any blast zones, so it makes sense. But it's still really cool. I love how they have the different colored lines for the amount of damage you take. It's going to be a really cool thing for competitive players to use. I'm super excited for it, like everything else. Classic mode is classic, basically, but I don't know if this is the case with everything, but during the trailer, they were showing different levels for classic mode had these little titles, like you had to fight against Fire Emblem characters. It's like Journey for the Swords or whatever. And he mentions that each character has their own unique classic mode. So I guess it will always be the same exact challenges if you always play a certain character, which is interesting. I'm actually fine with that because it'll be kind of story-like, and especially if they don't have a subspace emissary, that'd be cool to have. But who knows? Maybe there is a subspace emissary. Oh, it's Mickey, everybody. He decided to come back. Are you excited for Smash, Mickey? I'm excited for Smash. We're going to smash it up. Okay. Love Mickey. Yes, Mick. Yes. So yeah, it's classic mode. And we're almost done, guys. I'm going to go really quick here. I don't have much to say about the items. They look cool, I guess. I love the fucking banana gun. That is hilarious. I could have just imagined, like, it's special smash, and you are all at, like, high percentages, and it's just banana guns. So you have to, like, run around the stage, find the banana gun, and shoot the person. That'd be pretty funny. And nothing else item wise really like stood out. I mean, it's weird how they're kind of not really competitive, but they're very specific items. Like the more damage you do, the higher percentage the bullet is for the Rage Blaster. Great name, by the way. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about them. Pokemon, I'm happy to see more Alolan types, like the Alolan. I'm probably saying that right. Alohan. Executor looks pretty cool. I love how it's just a wall, and I wonder if you could like put it. You could probably put it on the edge of the stage, so it would probably like block off a player. That'd be pretty funny. I'm just getting too giddy over this stuff, but I don't really have anything else to say about the Pokemon. But then there's the assist trophies. And I'm sure more hearts were broken today or yesterday. That's the thing with these directs. We're getting a new character. Oh, this character you wanted, it's an assist trophy. It's kind of sad. First one was freaking Zero, and I know a guy who, a personal friend of mine, is a huge Zero fan, and I bet his heart was crushed when he found out that Zero is an assist trophy. Dondaki. But hey, I mean, at least he's in the game, I guess. I think the only new one was Nikki, which was that like Picto Chat girl or something, or maybe it was Quick Memo. But the one that got to me was Shovel Knight, man. I mean, it's amazing that he's in the game, but he was one of my picks for like. I didn't vote for him in the ballot, but he was one of my top 3 picks for this game, and it's really sad to see that if he's not in, then I doubt any indie characters are going to be in unless they win the ballot. But damn, you can't diss my Shovel Boy like that, man. I mean, I think with assist trophies, at least we can confirm if he gets popular enough, maybe he could show up next time. But I don't really care about next time at the moment because I'm going to be playing this game for a long ass time. Like, I don't even want to think about the next game. I just want this game in my hands. This is going to be so good. And then there's like Rathalos, which is, it's funny how he's kind of been crossing over with everything. Like, Rathalos has crossed over with more properties than like Mega Man has, which is kind of sad to say. But I like the fact that he's a boss and an assist trophy. Now, here's the thing. Is there going to be a Monster Hunter stage? Because there's like this Monster Hunter looking area, and then they have Rathalos be a boss in it. Is there going to be subspace? Is there going to be an adventure mode? I mean, they got to have something like that. But last thing, and I'll try to be brief about it. K. Rool. K. Rool, man. I mean, the fact that he's in isn't the most surprising thing because he was already a costume for the Mii's last game, and he was super popular. But I think the bigger thing with this direct was that there was 5 character reveals. fucking 5. I think that's the most that they've ever done for a reveal. I mean, technically, the E3 Direct had veteran reveals, and that was a shit ton of them, but they only really revealed 2 new characters. But this was 5. I mean, if they just revealed Simon Belmont / Richter, we would have been fine. But also, top all that with Dark Samus and Chrom, freaking K. Rool. Like, oh my god. And he has like armor with his belly, and like he has a move from all of the games he was in. He's got the boxing glove, he's got the hat, the crown throw, he's got the freaking scientist backpack from Donkey Kong Country 3. There's a lot to say about him, but I don't want to waste too much time here. We're already, oh shit. Oh my god, we're already at like past half an hour. I'm not even paying attention. Once again, we have a super long video. Sorry, guys. This is what the magic of live stream does to people. But I do want to bring up some EVO reactions. Now, before we get to it, if you guys didn't know, I'm not really in this competitive Smash community, but I do play it mostly at locals, and I do keep up with it. So, yeah, those Smash finals were rough. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this year at EVO, they had Smash 4, of course, and this is basically, everyone knew that Smash 4 was going to have its last tournament here, essentially, because Ultimate's basically going to make it obsolete. So we all knew that this is going to be the last Smash 4 tournament. But kind of went out with a dud. What the players, Captain Zach and Lena, did, like, that just wasn't cool, man. And we didn't really need this controversy during EVO, especially when like the biggest Smash game ever made is being made at the moment. It was disrespectful for them to do that. But I will bring up that the audience, the community that was watching it, were also being disrespectful with all the booing and stuff. It's just ridiculous. Now, I doubt that anything's going to happen. Like, I doubt, it's not like we're not going to have Smash at EVO. But I just hope we all learn from this experience and that we won't have to see stupid shit like this again. I mean, this was grand finals, and they were just treating it like a joke grand finals at like a local tournament. This is EVO, man. You gotta take this shit seriously. I mean, like, actual sponsors that give people money were watching. Nintendo was watching. It's just ridiculous. But I don't want to get too preachy or anything. I just hope it doesn't affect anything. And I can't wait for like Ultimate to be in EVO next year. And hopefully Bayo will be fixed. Bayonetta, I mean. So, yeah. Anyway, on to more fun stuff. So the big 4 games, Dragon Ball, Soul Calibur 6, well, it's not released yet, but it's the big game that's going to come later this year. SF5 and Tekken all have huge ass... Well, not huge. Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot, guys. I'm sorry. I will bring up SNK Heroines. So if you guys aren't aware, SNK is one of the big fighting game companies next to Capcom, and they have a lot of female characters, so they're making this all-female fighting game, which is really cool. and it looks on the cheaper end, so it's a nice aside to have while all the other big fighting games are happening. But they recently did something kind of crazy. So apparently the game takes place in a different dimension, and somehow our Terry Bogard from the normal SNK dimension got transported into it. And in this dimension, like, every character is a hot babe. And he gets turned into like a hot girl. And he's like aware. Like, it's still the mind of the male one, so it's kind of weird. Are they gonna have like a story mode with that or something? It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I mean, she's cool. I mean, she's a little she's a little too skimpy for me, if I'm being honest. But I mean, there's other costumes, so it's not a big deal. And they're putting a lot of shit in this. Like, she already has like 4 alternate costumes. So, I mean, it's cool, man. I was on the fence on getting in the game, but I'll definitely check it out. Especially if they do more characters like this. I wonder what Geese Howard would be like if this happened to him. I kind of don't want. Someone's gonna make some fan art of that. I mean, not for me specifically, but it's gonna happen. I just can't wait. It's gonna be a dark day for the internet. Anyway, on to the big games. We got Dragon Ball FighterZ, which the beta for the Switch version is opening up tonight, and I'm so hyped. So I'm gonna finally get to play some Dragon Ball, and they showed off Cooler, who's Frieza's brother, I believe. And yeah, he looks cool. I mean, these trailers are typically really short, so you can't glean much from them. But I mean, it's Cooler. He's cool. Shoots lasers. I think he has like armor. So yeah, that's cool. Then Soul Calibur 6, we got Astaroth, which is a classic character everyone loves, the big dude with the hammer, or is it an axe? It's just the big dude with the big weapon. And we have Mina, who I'm actually not familiar with. Maybe she got like introduced in Soul Calibur 3 or something, and I'm just forgetting her, but yeah. That's another character, but apparently she's a big deal in the community, so great. Then we got Street Fighter V with Sagat. Now, the cool thing here is, one, everyone knew Sagat was coming, but one, he got a cool redesign, and he has like a tiger now. Like, he actually has a tiger, even though he's been shouting out these tiger moves for years, like the tiger uppercut. Tiger, actual tiger. It's just pretty cool, and they got a stage back, and it looks sweet in HD. But the biggest deal that came with this reveal was that they literally released Sagat the next day after the reveal, which is insane. It was a nice little thing to do with the Street Fighter community. I mean, Street Fighter V had kind of a rough opening, but I'm really happy that they're putting all the effort into pleasing the fans and making the new version free for people who already paid. That was just awesome. And I hope Street Fighter V has a brighter future, because there's some cool stuff in it. I love all the costumes, and some of the characters are fun from what I've played. I mean, I've barely played any Street Fighter V, but it's cool. And then the big one. I'm still on the fence if I'm okay with this or not. But Tekken 7 had their big reveal, and they showed off the fact that they're having a new season of DLC. And they showed off 2 veteran characters that are coming back. I'm not really familiar with their names because I'm not that big into Tekken. I mean, I like Tekken. I'm just not familiar with it. But the big stupid thing that happened was Negan from The Walking Dead is going to be playable in Tekken. Okay. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. One, he is a TV character. Yes, the TV show is based off of a comic book, but he hasn't even showed up in a video game before. So, why is he here? I don't fucking. There's like no reason to. Like, Walking Dead's ratings are like in the dirt. I mean, this might just be like a really crappy, like last minute way to try to save the show, but I don't think it's gonna help. I think it just really confused a bunch of people. But even more annoying is that I think it's just the game choice. I don't think he's necessarily a terrible character for fighting games, but why Tekken? I mean, most Tekken characters don't even have weapons. They just use their fists. I mean, Noctis from Final Fantasy VII obviously has weapons, but most of them are like close range, I think. I don't know, man. It just is really weird. I mean, personally, for me, he fits much more into Mortal Kombat or even Soul Calibur. I mean, Soul Calibur, that'd be extremely dumb. But at least they all have weapons. I mean, it makes more sense. But Mortal Kombat, I mean, you have a fatality where he crushes your head with a bat. I mean, yeah, that's kind of simple, but also maybe he has like a special move where he summons a zombie, just like Frank West does in the Capcom games. I don't know, man. I'm not against Negan. I'm just against Negan being in Tekken 7. That's just silly. It's very silly. And with that, almost 50 minutes, that's all I gotta say. Now, before I go, I want to briefly bring up the Smash Direct. It was amazing. It was great. It was everything I wanted. Well, not everything. Some of it was a surprise. Some of it I didn't know I wanted. But I am going to give a shout out to the non-Smash fans who love Nintendo and their stuff. I do kind of feel bad that they haven't really gotten their chance to shine because the E3 Directs, although awesome, didn't show that much Nintendo stuff that wasn't Smash. There wasn't any new Animal Crossing or any info on the new Yoshi or Star Fox or Metroid Prime 4, which was a huge deal in 2017. So yeah, I feel for them. I just hope that they do a new Nintendo Direct soon and that it just doesn't have any Smash in it. I mean, there is still a chunk of Smash that they need to do. They need to reveal the new story mode or whatever this green mysterious mode was in the trailer. I'm also a little disappointed that they didn't show that. I mean, I understand why. I didn't expect them to have to show this much stuff, but still, like, we could have done it all in one, and we could have let Nintendo, like, do the rest. But I feel like they specifically cut it off right there so that they could have one more Direct. Now, I doubt they're doing a whole nother Smash Direct, but they're probably going to bookend the next Nintendo Direct with the rest of the little sliver of Smash information. Because Sakurai wants to reveal all the characters before the game drops. And as fitting as K. Rool would be the last one, I highly doubt that he is the last one. They'll probably have a section of the Direct that mentions the, brand new mode of whatever, like Subspace, which I still don't think is going to happen because that'd be just insane. I'm just going to go with my hunch and say it's going to be a new adventure mode, like an advanced adventure mode with more worlds and all that shit. And my theory is that they're going to show off one new newcomer and an Echo Fighter. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but out of the out of the seven, I don't know, out of all the characters revealed, only half of them have been new. You've only got Ridley, Inkling, I'm drawing a blank, Simon. I can't believe I freaking forgot Simon and K. Rool. And then the others were Dark Samus, Daisy, Chrom, and Richter. So yeah, I hope it all works out, and I hope that there's more other Nintendo information soon, and that it's just not all Smash, because I love Smash, and I'll take as much Smash as I can get. But Nintendo isn't just Smash. So I understand why some people are disappointed and they want something else. So yeah, I just hope it all works out. I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoy the animations that are coming out, and have a great rest of your summer. Peace. Falcon. Oh wait. End stream. Falcon Punch.